and this is your boy Juggernaut097 bringing you guys another video tonight. And tonight I'm going to be doing my TNA Impact review for March 29th, 2016. And if you guys are joining me live, I thank you guys very much for joining me live. And I bet some of you guys are going like, wait, why are you doing this review a day late? Because, I don't have Pop TV, so that's pretty much the reason why I am doing this. I'm going to be doing this on every Wednesday, and after this I'll be doing my NXT review, so I still need to watch NXT, but after I get done watching NXT, I'll come on here to review NXT for March 30th, so stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and get started with this TNA review, which we had quite a bit of stuff going on here tonight. We had Drew Galloway defend his TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Jeff Hardy. Pretty much that's the first time these guys ever faced off, so that's pretty cool. And pretty much the reason how Jeff Hardy earned this match was because, he won a gauntlet match last week, which to kick off the show, they pretty much showed highlights of that gauntlet match. Nothing really too special happened. In that video package is one of TNA's normal video packages, so I'm not really going to touch on that. I mean, it was nice for what it was, but really nothing special happened. But to kick off the show, we get Matt Hardy and the Hardy brand. They come out, Rebby Sky. We get Tyrus and, pretty much Spud come out there. He's pretty much bitching about, how he wants a title match and blah, 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 demanding a title match, pretty much all, pretty much what Matt Hardy's normal stuff he says. And then pretty much Mike Bennett comes out with Maria, and Mike says, "Relax, Matt." But he says, "Relax, Matt." But then he says, "Nobody wants to see either Hardy near the championship." And then Mike says, "When he becomes champion," and then Rebby pretty much cuts him off, and an argument ensues as Rebby and Maria, they kind of get into it, and then Matt says Mike isn't at his level, and then Mike says Matt's pretty much washed up, and then they get ready to fight, and then EC3 comes out, and pretty much EC3, he says, I have an idea. He wants to pitch to the show, and pretty much Matt calls pretty much them the Three Stooges, and then AKA the Three Bitches, which that makes Bennett become the Shrimp or something like that. Shimp? Yeah, Shimp. That's what he called him. He called Bennett the Shimp. And then and then he does like a prayer. And then I thought that was funny when EC3 did that. And then Mike says that he didn't need TNA. TNA needs him. And then EC3 pretty much insults Mike Bennett's haircut, and then demands a match. And then Matt says EC3 versus all four of them, including Rebby. So pretty much a handicap match tonight. And so EC3 versus Matt Hardy and Matt Hardy brand. And the match begins right now. So that's the first match of the night. So we get EC3 versus Matt Hardy, Rebby, Rockstar Spud, and Tyrus. This was actually an alright match. I mean, nothing really special came out of this match. I mean, pretty much, Matt Hardy didn't do really too much in this match. I mean, he pretty much ran away from this match like he usually does. Ethan, tried to battle off Tyrus and Spud for a little bit. And I like when Tyrus did a fall away slam. I thought that was pretty cool during the match. Pretty much Matt Hardy and, Rockstar Spud and Tyrus and Rebby, they pretty much cheated during this whole match. And, EC3 actually got a little bit of offense in this match, towards the end. But, of course, Matt Bennett, he was still ringside, and he had to, Mike Bennett was still at ringside. And, of course, he had to cause a disqualification, and then pretty much the Matt Hardy brand and Mike Bennett, they beat down on EC3, and then Beer Money runs down to the ring and clears house pretty much. And then we get pretty much they say, hey, you know what? Let's do a 6-man tag team match right now. So we get EC3 and Beer Money versus Matt Hardy, Mike Bennett, and Tyrus in a 6-man tag team match. James Storm runs wild until Tyrus, pretty much grounds him, and then James a bit out of the hold. Rude runs to take down all, and Carter chases Bennett, but using Maria as a shield, and then Tyrus turns the tables on Bobby, but gets a last call. Beer Money suplexes Tyrus. Beer Money suplexes Matt. And then we get Tyrus hits a heart punch on James, and Matt nails a twist of fate on Rude, and that pretty much does it. So the winner of the match was Matt Hardy, pretty much the Matt Hardy brand, and Mike Bennett. So it was a decent match for what it was. I like seeing EC3 and Beer Money tag up, so that was cool. And pretty much they, just showed during the whole night, we're going to be getting Drew Galloway defending against Jeff Hardy tonight. So, yeah, for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And then we get Jade, she pretty much will meet Gail Kim. And Gail Kim is backstage with JB. So Maria talked her way out of the title match and made Jade the number one contender. So tonight, Gail has created a match. Madison Rain versus Velvet Sky tonight, which I am so confused what is going on with TNA right now. Like, I don't know what's going on in this knockouts division. Like, I'm so confused. Like, Maria, she pretty much dropped her number one contenders match and gave it to Jay, and now they're doing their number one contenders match. And I don't understand why they're doing this, but they are. But yeah, which, like I said, I don't understand this. But then we get Jesse and Robbie are booming, and Eli Drake mocks him and says he's got to go dark, and Jesse is inspired. And then next we get Velvet Sky versus Madison Rain in a number one contenders match. Nothing really exciting happened in this match. I mean, flips and locks as Sky gets taken over. They trade pins and the fans, pretty much split down the middle during this match, and pretty much they handshake and no lockup, and a cheap spot for Rain reversed from Sky as a chop in the corner, and then pretty much what else happened? Oh yeah, Sky with Skyline combo. I thought that was good during the match, and then neck breaker and the Bulldog for 2 kick, but Rain posted herself. Sky in the control. No Madison Rain with the jackknife, so you're winning the match with Madison Rain. So she is your new number one contender. Like I said, we just did number one contenders last week, so why are we doing the number one contenders match again? Which, so confused. So like I don't know really where they're going with the knockouts division, but yeah. And then next we get Drew Galloway. He's talking about how him and his brother used to pretty much used to be like the Hardy Boys, and then 9 years later they're on the same roster. And he says Jeff is a great man, Matt is a son of a bitch, and he will face Jeff Hardy for the first time and defend his title. So yeah, that was that. So I thought that was pretty good backstage segment there. We had a lot of segments on the show tonight also. And then next we have Pope. He's pretty much coming down to the ring, and he says he looks back because we all know that when Pope is good, he's great, but when he's bad, he's better. That's why he defended Josh Matthews. It's time for him to be the man that everyone knows he can be. And then Lashley says Pope gave up his man card a while ago, and he demands an apology before he hurts him. And then Pope says they both started at the bomb together. All Lashley didn't come through and he regrets nothing, and he has done it all. And he's simply saying he loves announcing, but he has no he has no choice. And then Lashley, he calls pretty much calling Lashley out. So yeah, and then pretty much he's like, Kurt Angle wanted to fight, and he's gone because if he wants to fight and he gets no, sorry, I had that word wrong on my notes here, because if he wants a fight, he gets in the ring and then stares to do like a stare down, and then Pope does a strike first, and then they pretty much brawl, and then we have security come and break them up, and then Pope, avoids a spear, and then he does a dive off the top rope onto the floor onto Lashley, and then we got more security coming out, and pretty much Lashley and Pope are beating up the security, and then they keep fighting at it, and then the crowd starts chanting, let them fight," and that was that. So yeah, I like the segment was good. So does that mean we're actually getting Pope in back in ring action? That'd be really cool if we do get him back in ring action. But yeah. Then next we had Jeff Hardy cutting the promo declaring himself David against Galloway Goliath. If I were judging this promo, that means Drew Galloway wins, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. And then pretty much we get a Decay like type of music video, like type of promo thing. So I thought it was pretty cool. I actually like the Decay, I'm a really big fan of them. And then next we have Matt Hardy calling tonight a travesty of justice. It is his, and he goes like it's his title, and he predicts he will win for some odd reason. I don't know why, because he's not even in the match. So how are you predicting yourself to win? I don't know, but yeah. Then next we get the Bromance versus Bram and Eric Young. So pretty much EY declares himself God, and last week he hit a speed bump, which is Bram, which he understands why Bram threw him, but he'll watch Jeff Hardy take the title, and he will come and take his title, his career, and maybe his life. And then Jesse and Robbie, pretty much come out and say they can get crazy too. And the Bromance run into the ring. They fight and brawl, but Bram gains control. EY keeps control with a neck breaker. Bram gets a forearm cover for 2 on Robbie, and then Jesse runs wild on Bram and EY with a drop kick and power slam. EY and Bram grab Jesse, but EY smashes Bram, and Jesse sends him into Bram as they argue, and then the Bromance hit the bro down for the win. So the winners of the match were the Bromance. So it looks like we're gonna get a little friction happening between Bram and EY. So maybe they might be breaking up soon. Who knows? I mean, and it looks like they might be breaking up soon because they're teasing tension between them because how they're not really getting along very well. So yeah. Then next we get a backstage segment with Al Snow pretty much attacking Grado and Shera, which I thought this was pretty good. So pretty much we're gonna have a Grado and Al Snow rivalry. It looks like that's gonna be happening. So yeah, and then he pretty much says that Grado doesn't belong here, and he slammed Grado's wrist on a steel pipe. So yeah. And then next we had Shane Helms and Trevor Lee. They call out Eddie Edwards, and then he says, "When you talk about revolutionary tag teams," Shane says, "the Wolves are the best tag team." And then Eddie thanks him, but says he and Davey have they have proven they are the best team, and he wants to be a singles wrestler now. And then Gregory says Eddie is due to do a tag team title shot, and Helm says he wants to offer a deal, and he is ready to debut, and he has beaten some of the greatest wrestlers. And he goes like, what if Helms and Edwards challenged Beer Money for the tag team belts and won? that'd be actually kind of interesting, to maybe get Bob Roode off. That's how they write pretty much Bob Roode off the TV. We have Eddie Edwards and Gregory Helms tagging up. That actually pretty interesting to see. But I kind of rather maybe see Eddie Edwards go for the X Division Championship. Maybe have a rivalry with Eddie Edwards and Trevor Lee. That'll be really good rivalry. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, and then pretty much as Eddie Edwards, pretty much just think about that for a week. So next week he will decide if he wants to tag up with Gregory Helms. So yeah. And then it shows earlier tonight, with Pope and Lashley, they clash, and then the cameras catch up with Pope, and then Pope says he wanted one-on-one, no referees. You bring yourself. And he says he's better than Lashley and wants him next week. So yeah. And then next, we got the main event of the evening. Is for the TNA World title. We got Drew Galloway versus Jeff Hardy, like I said, for the TNA World title. And also, earlier today, the Fight Network announced that their deal with TNA to produce exclusive content. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. So they're going to be putting maybe TNA Impact episodes on Fight Network. So that'd be pretty interesting. I think it's like an app. Really haven't heard much stuff about that, but yeah, I think maybe I'd be like the WWE Network, but yeah. But so onto this main event. So the handshake of honor, lock up Jeff with the headlock and toss, kick out at 2. Hardy takes a chop and suplex for the 2, and Hardy sends Galloway outside and hits the drop kick, then splash over the top rope, and then Drew battles back and survives a twist of fate, and then they go at it respectfully, and Galloway hits a Claymore. Jeff survives that, and then Drew gets him up top, but his slam gets countered into a mid-air headlock takeover, and then Jeff dives over the top to land on Drew and sent him on the male steps, and the fans are sending as Galloway gets the knee up, and as Hardy lands right on them. Pretty much, let me see here. And then Drew gets him in the ring to beat the count, and then manages to hit a future shock for the win. So Drew Galloway retains the TNA World Heavyweight Championship by the future shock. And then, Onick, Matt Hardy comes out and says he had hoped Jeff will win because next week he gets his rematch and he'd love to make the creatures cry. However, he will beat Drew Galloway and Bram in EY attack. And then Jeff could counters the twist of fate on Matt with his own as Drew claymores the rest. Hardy challenges Eric Young to a 6 Sides of Steel match next week. So that is going to be really interesting. So, like I said, we have quite a lot of stuff going on in this Impact. Probably the best thing that happened. I really like the promo with, I really like the promo with, who was it again? Pope and Lashley. I really like that. That was a good thing. I like the main event match. That was a good thing. I'm still confused with what's going on in the Knockouts division. I don't really know what's going on there. I like the stuff that's going on in the main event. Pretty much everything's kind of confusing in TNA right now. I don't understand why, but it is. But yeah, this was a pretty decent show. I would have to say, I'll give it a C+ for this week. A lot of segments, not very much matches on here, but that TNA is really a segment heavy show. But yeah, that was the end of my TNA Impact review, and I'll be here next week to do my TNA Impact review. And after this, I'm going to be doing my NXT review. This is going to be the go-home show for Takeover Dallas, which I'm really looking forward to Takeover Dallas, which that review will be happening on Friday. I think it's going to be, the show starts at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, so it's going to pretty much get over around midnight, so that's going to be pretty interesting to see. But enough of me rambling on, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at the True JSB. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, if this is your first time ever checking out one of my videos. And don't forget to subscribe to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that's always an Instant Classic. And I wear my Miz t-shirt today because, I haven't worn this t-shirt in quite a while. I just decided to throw this t-shirt on today. I don't know why, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Miz, but I just decided to wear it today. Don't forget to also follow the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast on Twitter, which you guys can see down there, and all my social media links will be down below in the description. It's going to go down below there. What else? Some reviews we got coming up are, I think tomorrow we'll be doing our WrestleMania 30 review, because we've been doing our Retro Mania review, so stay tuned for that next tomorrow. Mania review Sunday, and Mania 32, that is, if you guys didn't know that. Saturday we got the Hall of Fame, busy Mania week. I'm pumped up for Mania. I guess we're going to see how the rest of the week goes. But, I'm just rambling on right now, Pretty much I'm going to say peace out. I will catch you guys in the next video. So peace out.